Coming up in today's bulletin, Governor-General Sir David Tivakapu has raised the need to seriously address issues faced by young Solomon Islanders. Solomon Islands has called for urgent global action to stop pollution in the oceans, and Safe Place Centre continues to see an influx of victims of violence when major events are held in the capital. Hello, you're watching SIBC's TV News Bulletin. I'm Cheryl Berra. Governor-General Sir David Tivakapu has raised the need to seriously address issues faced by young Solomon Islanders. Sharon Anau with more on this story.
Issues facing youths in the Solomon Islands need to be seriously addressed. Governor-General Reverend David Tivakapu made this statement during King Charles III birthday celebrations on Friday. He said with the country having 70% of the population below the age of 35 years, it is not difficult to identify the problems youths in the country face. He said lack of job opportunities, entrepreneurship opportunities and education are some of the pressing issues facing youths today.
Lack of employment and entrepreneurship opportunities. The lack of employment opportunity presents a major challenge to our youth today. There is no job available for most of our youths in the formal and informal sector. There is also lack of entrepreneurship opportunities because our young people have no access to investments or loan or the necessary capital to start off their own business or to be self-employed. Number two, lack of education and training to equip students with livelihood and work-ready skills. It is often said that education is the key to success. It opens doors for people of all backgrounds and expands the human mind with knowledge. Knowledge can, through education, prepare individuals to solve problems, teach others, function at a higher level, and implement transformational ideas. Without education, one's chances for securing good and decent job and ascending to a higher economic and social status are often limited.
Mr. Kapu added if youth issues are not addressed, it will have negative impacts on the country, both socially and economically.
Today, in our country, it is not too difficult to identify the problem and issues faced by our youths. This is because most of us who have families, relatives, friends, or one-talks have in one way or the other encountered, experienced and live with the challenges and difficulties of our youth inside our very own household. If we do not address and deal with the problems facing our youth, it will become a time bomb that will explode in the not too distant future. Just last month alone, we have heard and witnessed some disturbing news about violence, brutal killings, rape, use of drugs and lawlessness behavior and actions by our youth, such as one, a senseless killing of one youth by 7 youth. Number 2, 100 students being suspended because of cocaine and sniffing of fuel. Number 3, a 17-year-old boy raped a 6-year-old girl.
For SIBC TV, I'm Sharon Nanau.
Solomon Islands has called for urgent global action to stop pollution in the oceans. Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources, Honourable Bradley Tovusia, made the call during the 3rd United Nations Oceans Conference Ocean Action Panel discussion on preventing and significantly reducing marine pollution of all kinds in Nice, France. Tovusia said land-based sources and the shipping industry are the primary contributors to ocean contamination and could negatively affect marine ecosystems and local livelihoods. He adds Solomon Islands supports the new international rules to reduce pollution from ships, including efforts by the International Maritime Organization IMO to cut greenhouse gas emissions through energy-saving designs and ship management plans.
Solomon Islands is resolute in defending our oceans against the mounting threats of marine pollutions. We recognize that the land-based sources and shipping are the dominant contributors to plastic and chemical contamination. Our commitment is clear. We must act decisively to protect our marine ecosystems, livelihood, and future generations. We must strengthen international and national frameworks. Our policies and laws lay the foundation, but they must be reinforced with strict enforcement, effective waste management, and regional cooperation. We support IMO-led initiative to institutionalize the energy efficiency design and the ship energy efficiency plan under the MAPOL to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and the need to enhance our national level capacity and capabilities. The threats from offshore rakes, illegal discharges, and the pollution for shipping are threatening marine ecosystem and the biodiversity, and demand immediate actions from us.
Tovusia also called on countries to work together to stop ocean pollution and to strengthen laws that protect the sea.
We need a binding global treaty on plastic pollution, in particularly marine plastics. A comprehensive legal enforceable framework must be put in place to address this. We advocate for standards that cover the entire plastic life cycle: production, design, reuse, and recycling, and emphasis capacity building for Pacific, small islands developed nations, PSIDS. We are committed to bathing plastic pollution from land and sea. We will push for a treaty that ensures accountability and mutual support. Lost fishing gears or ghost gears are threats to the ocean and biodiversity of the marine resources. Appreciate the measures and policies supported by the data must be addressed with innovative technology, and sustainable actions is called for. The Solomon Islands call for a united approach to progress these goals. Only through strong binding commitments we can safeguard our oceans.
Safe Place Centre continues to see an influx of victims of violence when major events are held in the capital. Alex Dadamu reports.
Safe Place Centre continues to observe an influx of survivors of violence seeking information during big events in Honiara. Centre manager Ms. Brightly Beauty highlighted this trend at the recent launch of the centre's new database system. She explained the 2023 Pacific Games period saw the highest recorded data of 106 cases of both adults and children.
Okay, lot data in think of people have come in here during Pacific Games, but with Babi Talamosen, during the special events we have happened local country, Mother's Day, Father's Day, or even what that special event for you service celebrating, more people have come in. And the highest is during the Pacific Games. We don't know why. Maybe some people come from province for watching game or but as a staka bikini, staka women, we have accommodated during the. So it's a total of 106 survivors. So I'm the highest. And we are recording every March, not for the collection of data every month.
What are the accessing during that time?
Accommodation one, medical. Because here we have medical as 2 months service from SIG, we have medical and accommodation. So so far kami have accommodation, so far just come medical. But then if kita come with accommodation and kita lagi home, we must assist them for roll of transport.
Beauty adds that according to protocol, victims or survivors should stay at the center for up to 24 hours. However, the center management does apply flexibility.
Hello here, protocols him 24 hours but him no happiness. First I keep him to 1 month or what time to say like go back, then to say go back. Because it depend law kita. If I had to force him kita. This is not protocol if I go down. If I was the approach, then depend law. So this protocol 24/7 or 3 days for a cases him no work at that.
Safe Place is a referral center and clinic dedicated to providing comprehensive and coordinated care for survivors of sexual and gender-based violence. Alex Dadamu for SIBC TV.
A recent report has recommended revising the Constituency Development Fund CDF Act 2023 to further limit the influence of members of parliament. Dr. Tony Hiriasia, a consultant of the Westminster Foundation of Democracy and the author of The Cost of Politics in Solomon Islands, highlighted this while presenting the report's findings. He explained that despite the reforms made to the Act, politicians still have a final say over CDF programs and recipients.
One follow of the recommendations now the reform of CDF Act, although hem already mitalukim new one, but I think if you look deeper into it, I have provided some kind of superficial cover for several things where hem already something mitala problems where mitalukim kamlo last 1 year finish like in it hem say okata members of parliament no garam control over, but time MP na by give him last say or something what he has the power over and he has the control. Even okat mane but hem no signature no more inside, but by him still there and him still agree on what ought for sign for him. So unfortunately, as good as it sounds, him no bringing forth the kind of reforms we like looking, especially for freeing from the hands of the politicians.
The report suggests that a revised act should remove the Member of Parliament from the whole process and reassign management responsibilities of the Constituency Development Fund to the Ministry of Rural Development and Constituency Development Officer. Moving on to our next story, an agribusiness producer organization in Malaita Province, Green Ag Farm Community Company, has applauded the Solomon Islands Agriculture and Rural Transformation SIAT project. The project is funded by World Bank with operations managed under the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock. Green Ag Farm is a recipient of grant funding under SIAT project, which fostered improvements to their income revenue in cocoa buying and production.
At this stage, by myself, for sure that I can help me for increasing na earnings from me. I have also one objective where me will set them at the first place for me will a little bit improve na earnings from me will also last time me will end the level below weight bin no but this time since me will come it and it this will set up below siat me will decide for me will work also every product where me will produce him me will pass sell na low rate below dry bin. So definitely in terms of benefits and time increase, but me will a little bit me will get a little bit high expectation for time or the trainings where me will do this time with them or especially at the trainings where me will do this time because me will do number of trainings and or the number of activities or some rehabilitation, crafting, maintenance, shade management, everything and me thinking that fruit blend by come after 1 year or even 1 year 6 months. So definitely me have as a talent media that me will we will look forward to much for a lot of benefit. But at this stage, me will aggregate so far benefits directly and come me will looking finish inside 1 week. Me will service sell him up. Me will earn him up to 49,000 inside 1 week or same time me will work or same group. That all kind of amount me will know is for current before, but then time me will organize the same group. Me will decide for looking. So me looking more one for opportunity where this will program and bring in, where himself inject him a little bit selling, where him different little bit from what me will use for any low past. Inside 1 week, me was receiving farmers, or got any might be little bit for more than 40,000 inside 1 week.
Meanwhile, William Okakeni, SIAT project manager, emphasized the model implemented under the project is both production and business orientated to ensure sustainability.
In terms of project continuity, like a lot of time, you may look at project. Once project, you may do him go support him finish now everything him finish too. Yeah, but this was a model where SIAT him come up with them is a model that him awesome him production and then have business oriented so that it keeps the group together. Now, according to research law, several NGOs happen lo yumi lo solo. One fala mean something na have keep him group together. Yeah? Selen nomos keep him group together, and that is why a lot of NGOs they go into savings. Once savings and breakdown, group ya disoriented on what out na. So like with this revolving fund, Selen group keep him together. It will keep the group together as time goes on. Project finish gona.
The USD 15 million SIAD project is a 4-year initiative aimed at increasing agricultural production and improving market access in selected value chains in Guadalcanal, Malaita and Makira Ulawa provinces. The SIAD project will lapse in December 2026. And now we join Martin Taromane with the latest in sports.
Important win for Malaita Kings FC as they move into the top 4 positions on the 2025 S-League table. Kings picked up a 3-0 win over Honiara City FC on Saturday at the Losintama Stadium during round 9 of competitions to see them remain in 3rd spot on the table.
I think first of all, important something the win today and 3 points. I think first half, kalau kosong analis the errors normal and then what boys fastest normal. Conditionnya tough a little bit. Sun and kind of 1 o'clock game, but me happy that we will come back to second half. I settle down and play normal game long away and result of goals and coming. It's very important because soon we will team 17 points and team fantastic maintain the current position dead, but knowing that we have still got 1 game at hand with the outstanding, so I think eating the number is for maintaining and stay consistent in London as we go towards last games round 1. I will go back to the drawing board and try and work more. I think Saka got errors today, that last touch no more for midfield. Kasi mo strikers no more, balls on target. We blame the condition and tough to play again, but we hope BSPN will go back and try and maintaining basic structure and keeping more accuracy within balls, especially from midfield.
Other results from S-League matches on Saturday saw Laugo United FC securing their first win in round 1 of the competition following a lucky 2-1 win over Southends United FC, while Kosa FC keeps their title hopes alive with a tough 2-1 win over a determined Sosa FC. Moving on to netball, in the 2025 season of the Honiara Netball Association HNA Super Division reaches round 4 of competitions on Saturday. 3 matches from the Super Division took place on Saturday, which saw Police 1 defeating Green Barretts 1, while Gold Ridge 1 handed Sosa Netball Club their first defeat in the competition with a 48-38 points victory.
Right, okay, so today's game was pretty tough. Sosa has always been a tough team if I play throughout the years, and I think this time we first time from this beating motorbike after a couple of years. So me fala girls, me fala happy too much, and I'm proud of the girls. Me fala talk about teamwork, supporting each other inside the game, and I think you know what me fala doing today, and me fala able to come out with them wins. This year me fala planning on climb back rank from me fala low Super Division low HNA, because for the past 2 years me fala been at the bottom 5, so this fala win and really boost him up morale and motivation from continue for work hard remaining of this season. So we had our setbacks game but me fala go back, me fala story long for Selva debrief where no weakness from me fala him, and me fala continue for train for improve that one for the upcoming games from me fala.
Today result was not on our side. I think the girls did their best today, but we couldn't come up with what we were expecting, which is a win. But shout out to the girls of Sosa team. We've recognized the areas where we need for Wakalem moving forward for our next games. So hopefully we will work on those areas and continue for in our next games. I think you're right. I think everyone was looking forward for a win. but the result came not turn out our way. So the girls a little bit downhearted, but we are encouraging each other for heads up, look forward for next games of Hala, and I think most importantly to put more effort to training going back there.
Martin Taromane, SIBC Sports.
And that's news. Follow us on sibconline.com.sb and our SIBC News Facebook page for more of our latest stories. Thanks for watching.